Hi guys, so I'm going to do the subgenre YA recommendations tag. It was coined by Denny Marks YA, so thank you Denny for creating this very interesting tag, and Krista added some subgenres to the questions, and I also added a few of my own too. I'm going to try and keep this in alphabetical order, but it's probably going to get schmozzled at some point. Okay, so the first subgenre is an angel book recommendation. Now, I haven't actually read any angel books that I've been able to finish thus far, but I haven't tried many, to be fair, and they were fallen angel books. As this one is, but I've heard very good things about this series, from Lara especially. So this is the Fallen series by Thomas E. Sniegoski. So I am looking forward to starting this series. I also have to read things like the Embrace series and Unearthly as well, so I've got some angel reading to do. The next subgenre is apocalypse, and I'm also have read lots of post-apocalyptic novels, not ones that actually concern an apocalypse, although this series sort of has it woven into stuff, so I think it counts. Isabel Carmody's Legend Song trilogy, huge books, and they mainly concern a parallel universe, but it is sort of the end of our world due to this long thing to explain. But I think this counts. Birds are doing something outside my window. Contemporary, right. So, just some recommendations. I would certainly say that any of John Marsden's books, his standalone novels, would certainly be up there for me. But I'm very much looking forward to reading this one, which is Hold Still by Nina LaCour, because it's received so many very positive reviews and it concerns a subject matter that's very near and dear to me. So, yeah, looking forward to that one. And I can heartily recommend this one, which is Pink by Lily Wilkinson, because it's lots of fun, and I really enjoyed it. Dystopian. Now, as you all know, I have not yet read The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, but I am reading it this year, I promise. But this series is dystopian, but it's also fantasy, as Australians do so well. We mix the two. And this is, of course, the Obba Newton Chronicles by Isabel Carmody. She's awesome. Okay, so fairy books. You know I love my fairy books. But number one on my list will always be, hopefully, the Wicked Lovely series by Melissa Marr. But I also really enjoy the Wondrous Strange series by Leslie Livingston. The Iron Face series by Julie Kagawa has its good points. And I do very much like Tithe and the Modern Fairy Tale series by Holly Black. So, but Wicked Lovely number one. Ghost Story. That was one added by Krista, I believe. I haven't really read that many ghost stories, I don't think, and this one wouldn't fit into YA necessarily, but it's a book called A Certain Slant of Light by Laura Whitcomb, and I would show it to you, but it's not on my shelf at the moment. But it's a really, really beautiful novel, so I highly recommend that, and that is kind of a ghost story, sort of. Where am I? Dragons. That was another one added by Krista, and you'll all roll your eyes when I hold this up. I know I have to finish it. Leon by Alison Goodman is still a very, very good dragon book. I do really like this book, I promise. Horror/mystery. I don't really read many horror novels. I mean, even though they're vampire books, the Vampire Chronicles by Anne Rice scared the living daylights out of me. I'm not good with things that scare me in novel form or films or anything. I just can't. I don't enjoy getting spooked. But this one's pretty creepy, even though it's fae book sort of. It's The Replacement by Brenna Yovanov, whatever. It's creeping me out a fair bit, so I think that counts. Where are we? Pirates. Now, I haven't really read any pirate novels to my knowledge, but these novels feature pirates. So I'm just going to say that this totally counts. Cybel's Secret by Juliet Marilia has a really cool pirate in it, and there's lots of action aboard the ship and stuff. It's very, very good. It's a good novel too. I like it very much. And Eyes Like Stars, one of our main characters, one of our romantic heroes, is a pirate called Nate, and he's awesome. So, yeah, the Eyes Like Stars series. Where are we? I added in historical as a subgenre, and of course I would want to mention the Gemma Doyle series, but that's coming up later. but certainly the Agency series by Y.S. Lee, featuring Mary Quinn, her detective mysteries, very, very good. Okay, where are we? I'm so confused. Sci-fi. I'm working so hard to make sure that I'm staying in alphabetical order. Okay, so Across the Universe by Beth Revis was very good, very popular, everyone loves it. I would also recommend Academy 7 by Anne Osterland. I did quite enjoy this book. The sci-fi stuff, it's minimal, I suppose, but it's still certainly there. Steampunk. I actually haven't read that many steampunk novels. One of my favourites, though, is Soulless by Gail Carriger, but that isn't YA. But these ones count, the Infernal Devices series, so Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. Steampunk. Where are we? Witches. So, Witches novels certainly would be 100% the Gemma Doyle trilogy. Even though they never labelled themselves as witches, they are most certainly witches. I would also give an honourable mention to the Beautiful Creatures series by Kemi Garcia and Margaret Stoll. And this book here, The Book of Spells by Kate Bryan. It was quite enjoyable too. Very similar to the Gemma Doyle series. Also, because I guess we're going to have to count them, The Prophecy of the Sisters books by Michelle Zink. Isn't it odd that all my witches novels are also historical? Werewolves. I do not have any werewolf books, I apologise, I don't. Maybe I mustn't be interested in them, I had no idea. Zombies. Now, I haven't yet really read any zombie books, except for my Zombies vs. Unicorns anthology. But I know everyone wants me to read these, and I own all 3 of them now, so I will be reading the Forest of Hands and Teeth series by Carrie Ryan. I will be reading it, I will. No matter how depressing I find it, I'm going to read it. And I did make myself go completely out of alphabetical order with this, but vampires, I've been told that I need to read this series, and I'm going to this year. So many series to read. The Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. Will be reading it. And then I added these 2 genres in because I wanted to. Retellings. As you know, I love my fairy tale retellings, but any kind of retelling is interesting. And this one was very good. Wildwood Dancing by Juliet Aurelia, because I love her writing. And this was the 12 Dancing Princesses rehash. It was very, very good. And Cybele's Secret, which I showed before, is a continuation of that one. And of course, I had to add this in. Unicorns! Zombies are there, then unicorns should be too. You know what I'm going to show you. You know what it is. Rampant by Diana Peterfriend. My goodness, I love this book. And the series. Love them. So that was me doing that. And thank you again to Danny for creating this tag. And thanks to Krista for adding some stuff in and making me think I could do the same. And I'm going to go now, but I heartily encourage everyone to do this tag and have some fun with it. And yeah, I'll see you all soon with some book reviews, I promise. Some book reviews. Okay, bye.